Welcome to another truck hardware installation tutorial. Today we are installing our custom no-body drill Gatorback mud flaps on a 2021 Ram TRX. This option is a little different from our usual rubber mud flap, as they are made of a heavy-duty black nylon material that won't chip or fade over time. The nylon upper mount has also custom routers that you can use the factory holes to mount the mud flap without damaging your truck. It also allows you to position the mud flap so that you have total tire coverage, which will keep your truck cleaner and prevent damage from rocks and debris. These flaps also include an 1.5 inch offset or kickback that gives you the clearance you need for the TRX's big tires. But probably the coolest feature of this mud flap is that if you're going off-road, you can just remove the clip on the side and easily remove the rubber if needed. With all that out of the way, let's begin installing your mud flaps onto the rear of the vehicle. Remember, this video is to be used as a companion to the included installation instructions. Let's get started. To start, remove the 4 screws circled on the inside of the wheel well. Set aside this hardware for later reinstallation. Next, using the remove factory hardware and 4 sets of nylon washers and large offset washers, position your mud flap against the wheel well and loosely install your mud flap to the vehicle as shown. With a square or other leveling tool, make sure the mud flap is level. We also recommend you take a step back and visually gauge the mud flap to check that it is aligned correctly. Once your flap is level, secure all fasteners. Congratulations! You've just finished installing your Gatorback front mud flaps. Next, we'll move on to the rear of the vehicle. To start, remove the 4 screws circled on the wheel well. Set aside this hardware for later reinstallation. Next, using the remove factory hardware and 3 sets of nylon washers and offset washers, position your mud flap against the wheel well and loosely install the 3 lower holes of your mud flap to the vehicle as shown. Once in place, secure the upper hole of the flap using only the factory hardware removed from that position earlier. With a square or other leveling tool, make sure the mud flap is level. We also recommend you take a step back and visually gauge the mud flap to check that it is aligned correctly. Once your flap is level, secure all fasteners. With the flap level, use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill through the interior hole of your mud flap and into the fender's plastic liner. Then secure the mud flap to this hole by placing a cap screw and flat washer through the front of the flap. And secure it behind the fender using a flat washer, lock washer, and hex nut. The hardware on the rear of the mud flap can be seen fully installed in the following clip. Congratulations! You've just finished installing your Gatorback mud flaps. If you found this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe. Check out the rest of our channel and website for additional tips, tricks, and installation guides. Thanks for choosing Truck Hardware.